We are up in the kitchen now, taking a look at the Mediterranean diet. This is actually Mediterranean Diet Month. And there are tons of diet plans out there, but there are a bunch of studies saying that this one is good for you. So registered dietitian Katherine Brooking joins us again. Thanks for coming in and telling us all about this.
Yes.
Perfect. Get going, because I know you have a lot to talk about.
I do, and I'm so excited about this because this isn't a fad. I don't even like calling it a diet.
Right.
It's an eating pattern that's actually been around for thousands of years. It's called the Mediterranean diet because this is how people traditionally eat in regions like Italy and Spain, and it's shown in studies to be one of the most healthful eating patterns that we can follow. And it can help you with chronic diseases, it can help with heart disease, it can even help with weight management. So there's lots and lots of good things here. And as you can see, it's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, you know, you're not looking at a lot of things on this table that we don't normally consume in our everyday lives.
That's right. This is all very accessible, and I'll start with fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
Because one of the main tenets of the Mediterranean diet is produce. So you want to aim for at least 5 servings a day, which may sound like a lot.
Right.
But you know, if you swap out a meal 1 or 2 nights a week and go from having a meat dish to something that's more plant-based, like a pasta dish or a fish dish even, that's a great swap to make. So 5 servings, think about snacks, think about adding fruit to your breakfast, think about having a fruit for dessert as opposed to like a big piece of cake, and you'll be on your way. So that's really important.
And serving sizes, while we think, oh my gosh, 5 servings, it's actually not that much.
It's not that much. So a serving is a piece of fruit, like an apple.
Right.
So we're not talking about vast quantities, and that is a really important point. I don't know for any of you who have ever been to Europe, sometimes you get a meal when you're out and you're like, this is like a third of what I would get at home. They follow portion sizes over there.
Portion size, and that's a big thing. Now, I am seeing bread, pasta, rice, everything that we love to eat carb-wise.
Yes, so I'm doing a little myth busting today too, because as a lot of people have been following these low-carb diets, pasta is still kind of a bad word for some people, but the Mediterranean people tend to eat bread and pasta. It's a staple, but they're eating it in moderation. They're eating whole grains, and they're also combining it with vegetables. So, the obesity rates in places like Italy are among the lowest in the world. So you can eat pasta, you can eat bread, and still have a healthy waistline. So this is okay in moderation.
This is okay in moderation. Do I see wine over there?
You do, yes.
That's always another big thing.
There's so many things to get excited about the Mediterranean diet. And of course, we associate the Mediterranean region with red wine. And red wine has been found in studies to benefit the heart. So that's a good thing, but only in moderation. So moderation is 1 glass for women and about 2 for men per day. So we're talking about small amounts. But if you don't drink alcohol, like I don't drink alcohol, I get migraines. So if you're like me, there's really good news. So I partnered with Welch's because I wanted to spread the word about the dark purple Concord grape that's used in 100% grape juice. And what the studies show is that the same polyphenols, which are these beneficial plant nutrients that are found in the dark Concord grape, the dark purple Concord grape, are similar to the ones that are found in red wine. So you can get a lot of the same heart health benefits that you're getting from red wine in 100% grape juice.
If you don't want to have the alcohol.
That's right. So lots of good things.
And I see the very end of the table over here, we have, I'm going to group them together. Is it healthy fats?
Yes, healthy fats. So this is another big departure from what I would call the traditional American diet, where we're higher in red meat. We're also a lot higher in saturated fat. And a recent study showed that even if you replace 5% of the saturated fat, which is often found in things like whole fat dairy, red meat, a lot of processed pastries, with your healthy fats, which are found in nuts and seeds, olive oil, olives, fatty fish like salmon. These are your healthy oils. If you make that swap, you can reduce the risk of heart disease by over 30%. So just that one simple swap. We're not talking about drastic changes. So these are delicious foods. There's something that everyone can do. And the results really are very impressive. Again, we're talking about following this pattern over a lifetime to reduce the risk of chronic disease like diabetes, heart disease, and also, of course, weight management. So
something easy that we can all try to be a part of. we have all of these foods, we eat them all the time. Maybe we just steer our daily diets a little bit more toward the Mediterranean way.
Yeah, and make it fun. You know, have your friends over, make a bowl of pasta. You know, have the kids chopping up fruit and veggies. They can be a help too once they're old enough.
Yeah.
And I think the more people that get exposed to this, they'll realize how simple and easy it is and how much better they're feeling when they're eating a healthier pattern.
All right, well, thank you so much for that information. We're going to send it over to Tim and Joe down in the Weather Center. This is easy, guys. We can all do this.
Yes.